Good morning, Stampers. This is Robin with Robin's Creations, and today I want to highlight a product for you today that goes with the Stamparatus. So when you first receive your Stamparatus, this is how it comes. These magnets are on the back. I put washi to help me pick them up. And the product I want to share with you is the Deluxe Foam Mat. Okay, I know they have grid line paper for this, but I really love this instead. So I simply replace this mat and set it aside and use it for my alone stamping. And I put this in my Stamparatus. So why I love this so much is especially with kits. And so today I want to share with you how I use this product to help align my stamps on the new Box of Sunshine paper pumpkin kit. So with the paper pumpkin kits and any other kits you might buy, they usually have a sheet of labels. And so I like to, rather than try to line up each one, I use this grid line paper to line up my stamp. So the stamp I want to use is a little something to brighten your day. So what I love about this grid line paper is I set my labels there. You can set your magnet down to help hold it in place for now. And then you can use the grid lines there to line up your stamp. Now, especially with these, any that are foil embossed, you want to allow so that you don't stamp over the foil. Get it as centered as you would like it. And so the beauty of this mat is I can pick up my stamp, take any non-permanent ink such as Memento or any of our water-based inks. Do not use a StazOn, or the one that came with the kit is actually a permanent ink as well, so don't use it. Stamp that, and then you can see if your image is lined up. So I'm going to take this off just so I can bring this up closer. So you can see it's pretty lined up. I've got a little something seems to be straight on that line. All right, so then I'm going to take my Simply Chamois. I cut it in half so it's easier to work with on the Stamparatus. It's well loved, as you can see. And then you want to dry off your mat just to make sure it's dry. Okay, set your labels back in. Put my magnet down. And then I've already done these two. So what I would do, since I have it lined up here, and as you go around, is just simply take off another die cut piece. Okay, you want to set it in your spot. I think that's the way it goes, but I want to show you that for some reason they're not always exactly symmetrical. As you can see, this one doesn't quite fit in that space as well as turning it the other way. Okay. And because these photopolymer stamps are sticky, I like to take some washi. I have some spare up here. And set that on the edge where it's not going to get in the way of where you're stamping your image. Okay. So that should be pretty well. Then you're going to ink it up. And then stamp kind of... I hesitate for just a second to make sure it's where I want it. Looks like it is. And then I stamp. Okay, and if I didn't get a solid image, I could do it again. That's what the Stamparatus is for, and my label did not move, so I know it's going to be perfect. All right, so I would continue to go, well, get up my washi, continue to go around creating all the labels I wanted. And if you wanted the other saying, the sunshine, sending sunshine on this label, you could set it up on a separate plate because these come off and it comes with two. Again, to have it fold down. All right, so that's very centered. So you can also do this if you're going to create several other multiple stamps or multiple cards. What I do is I create a template using one of my dies. And this die is from the new 2021 catalog called Tasteful Labels Dies, and it comes as a bundle. You save 10% when you buy the bundle, this Tasteful Touches stamp set, and I'm looking forward to using that. But I love all label dies, punches, things like that to give me different variety when I'm making my cards. I put them on a piece of magnet so I don't have to worry about the tape. And then I also write how many dies are in this set so that when I'm putting up everything, I make sure I have everything in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 is my other one. Especially helpful on classes when we get them all out and I know that I have all my dies back. So I simply die cut this, and I've created several labels that I want to use. Okay, I do like how this label is very similar to the one that came with our paper pumpkin kit. Instead of the gold foil, it does have a little embossed edge to it. But I'm going to use these to create several of the Hello Sunshine, Sending Sunshine paper pumpkin boxes. These are the mini ones, and I did this to replicate the one that came with the flyer in the May kit to show, to advertise this kit. But I need several of those to go on the inside. And this label is cut in Daffodil Delight, also using this Tasteful Labels die, the larger one, in case you're wondering. Okay, so these mini paper pumpkin box are a new item in the catalog this year. And I just think they make the perfect size to give a little something to friends, neighbors, or someone you need to share with. Now, I didn't use the clouds in my May kit, so I used those here on this paper pumpkin box in case you're wondering where I got those. All right, so again, back to this. You can do this with any dies, any punches. Create yourself a template. Take your stamp set. Let me clean this one off so I don't get as inky. All right, you would line it up. All right, where you want it. Again, I have to get straight over the top to see if it's somewhat lined up. And I tend to always misplace my magnet if I don't stick it back on there. But I can use my washi tape. Okay. Again, that looks a little crooked. All right, that looks pretty good. So again, those are sticky, so they're gonna stick there. And then I can take as many labels as I've created, lay them there. There's my magnet. I washi them down. I have little pieces up on my lamp. Get right in the center. Maybe it goes the other way. Again, I don't know why they would be off, but sometimes they're a little off. Again, this stamp pretty much covers the whole thing, so I have to just use the edge of my labels. Ink it up. And stamp. It has a good impression, so I don't need to re-ink it. And then I would just continue with my next labels. Stick it in there. I already have my washi. And I can create another. So as you can see, this helps, one, with you reworking, oh, my sentiment straight or whatever. You can just create as many of these as you need for the projects you're working on. So I hope this tip was helpful. Again, if you want to find that product, it is on page 164 of the new catalog. It's item number 4, the Stamparatus Deluxe Foam Mat. It's shown here. And so if you have a demonstrator, contact them to get yours today. And if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd appreciate your business. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and have a great day.